All right, hi everyone. Last talk. I'm Samuel, German accent, so guy from Berlin, founder of Lix, which I'm not going to talk about today, but for context, Lix is a version control system that works for every file format. And the idea behind that is bring version control beyond software engineering, which is really interesting right now if you want to deploy agents in legal, marketing, and so on and so forth. What I'm going to talk about today, though, is a very, very interesting problem. If you target non-developers, you target normal people that want to use AI agents today. And one problem they're running into is that their Claude and Codex is generating a shit ton of Markdown files. And the very first problem they run into is that Claude generates a Markdown file, which is on disk, and they want to double click on it, open that file. And what Mac does is, congratulations, you're a normal person. Do you want to download Xcode? It's 10 gigabytes, it's going to take 2 hours. Do you want to do that? And the obvious answer as a non-technical person is, what the heck is that? And what is a Markdown file? So, as part of Lix bringing version control to non-technical people, we built a demo application which solves that particular problem. If you double click on a Markdown file, voila, it actually opens a normal application. And now I, as a non-technical person, I can edit this Markdown file as I want. Now, as I told you, we are interested in bringing version control and AI agents to people outside of software engineering. So we were like, well, great that we solved this one issue that I, as a normal person, can finally open Markdown files that Claude generated. But the next problem I'm running into is, I want to have Claude right next to my document. So let's start Claude Code here. And I want to have Claude edit this Markdown document and be able to see the changes. Because mind you, we are developers. We are in VS Code, Cursor, and all these environments that show me diffs. If I'm a normal person, I do not have that. So in this case, I'm planning a weekend in Berlin, where I'm from. And really nice plan, we're gonna have some sightseeing. But this plan is missing a very crucial thing which everyone wants to do if they go to Berlin, which is a very famous club. What is the name of that club? Anyone knows it? Berghain, exactly. Who does not want to go to a sex club, right? So, Claude, can you please add that I want to go to Berghain for my Berlin trip? So let's see if Claude does that. Again, I'm a non-technical person, seeing that Markdown file on the left here. It's reading only one file. Let's see if it's good. Claude being a bit slow here. All right, let's see if it adds Berghain to my nice little weekend trip in Berlin. Working. Yeah, it's very slow. I actually set it on low effort so that it's a bit faster. Anyways, here we go. And now I, as a non-technical person, I actually see an inline div. Holy shit. And I kid you not, if you go to non-technical people and show them, you have AI. Yeah? AI here, and you actually say you have ChatGPT there. You have ChatGPT here, which edits a document. And you can see what that AI changed. You're blowing their mind. Now, okay, I'm gonna accept that change. This is the demo here. It's an entire Markdown application which you can download. It's open source. It just opens your local Markdown files. Has Claude Code or Codex on the right. You can download it on FlashType.com. We're pitching it as a Markdown editor for Claude and Codex. Mind you, I'm a technical person, and even for me, my Mac asked me, do I want to open this Markdown file with Xcode? And the answer is absolutely not. So FlashType.com, you can download it today if you're interested in Markdown editing and version control beyond software engineering. You can come to me and talk to me afterwards. Or Berghain also works. Any questions? What's my phone number? For what purpose, mister? Talk to me. The Markdown editor or the version? So the Markdown editor started probably like 4 or 5 weeks ago. but we had this idea for a long time out of our own need, because again, Xcode, no thanks. But when you talk to non-technical people, it's really mind-blowing that, like, literally a diff is, they don't even know what a diff is. The only people that know what a diff is are lawyers. But lawyers do not call it a diff, they call it a red line. So if you go to a lawyer and tell them, hey man, you can see diffs in there, they have no idea what you're talking about, but if you say red line, they're like, oh my god, I see red lines, yes! You got it. Any other questions?
So first of all, that's great. I think everybody here needs that. What kind of features do you see there? Because it's very targeted, right? But I'm just curious what are your long-term vision for new direction?
Yeah, so for the Markdown editor in particular, it opens your local Markdown files as we figured out that's a pain. You're gonna get rich text editing, we have that already. Claude Code, Codex being your thing, diffs, and then we're gonna incrementally expose more and more version control things that we as software engineers know, but in this Markdown application here, and little Easter egg, this is not gonna stay a Markdown application. If I'm a salesperson and I generate a lot of leads with Claude and Codex, for example, Claude loves to spit out CSV files. And I kid you not, even for CSV files, I'm running into the issue, how on earth am I opening that CSV file? And if I want to see the changes in my CSV file, how do I do this? So in terms of the vision here for FlashType, incrementally expose more and more version control in a way that non-software engineers understand it, and expand beyond Markdown. All right, so question here, answered.
Do you support JSON files?
Do I support JSON files? I'm gonna say yes. And if you download FlashType, I'll make sure that you can open a JSON file tomorrow.
So this suite is going to be exceptionally popular with game developers because I've got a 12 gigabyte Unity project with a lot of non-engineering things for technical artists where I'm constantly pulling out what little hair I have left, doing merge issues with people. Kind of a question about that. What's the typical size or a max size for a project right now for someone who wants to use Lix for managing a fairly large project, aka game-wise?
We are targeting, let's say, files that are a maximum of 10 megabytes at the moment, which covers most documents like Microsoft Word, PDF, and so on and so forth. But we are receiving requests like yours, but it's still a bit of engineering work to get there.
And I live the pain of trying to open these files on Mac every day, so yeah, I'm very excited about this.
I want you to slide into my DMs tomorrow and give me feedback. All right.
So it's a very practical idea, and if I understood correctly, like the user can accept or reject changes, right? So basically what you do is like a layer on top of the original file. It's like an interface between the actual file and the user, and depending on based on the user feedback, it's able to change and modify that the real markdown of the real JSON.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes. It's, I mean, if you're technically interested in how this works on the hood, I literally, in this folder here that I have on my computer, you see this little .lix folder, and that just means it initialized the repository, and in contrast to Git, this is able to handle any file format, and it's really designed to build applications on top of it, like FlashType.
Have you found that regular people understand the Claude Code and Codex part of the equation?
Do you want a microphone and a phone?
Do I want
I mean, do you want
a second microphone? Sure, why not? So he asked, how do non-technical people understand kind of Claude and Codex on the right? The answer is early days. You see early adopters that are playing around with Claude and Codex for knowledge work. That said, even my grandma understood that there's some AI, like evil AI, I don't know what AI does, but it's modifying this, and I can see what it modifies. That's really kind of the aha moment to those people, but it's really in early days.
Is it set up for them when they download the app itself?
No, we are targeting people that are sitting in this room today that have Claude or Codex as a CLI installed, and then in follow-up updates, we're gonna get rid of the terminal. The terminal for a non-technical person is really, listen, I haven't touched MS-DOS in a long time, and I don't want to go back. Yeah, so the terminal will be kicked out eventually.
Curious what the experience is like editing the file directly, not via Node or Codex CLI. Can you support that?
Yes. So here, a weekend in Berlin, and let's make it a fun weekend in Berlin. wait, wrong smiley. Okay? So yeah, you get normal rich text editing, which I kid you not, we heard from developers, even that is a pain because if they have VS Code open, you don't get the preview of the Markdown.
Yeah. So like you use regular Markdown syntax and it transposes the flag?
Yes, and to anyone who has worked with Markdown, we did a lot of work to make this work because Markdown doesn't have a formal spec. And making this reliable is really painful, but we made it work.
Can we create a PDF for Markdown?
Can we create a PDF from Markdown? Probably not, but I can prompt Claude. I can prompt Claude, right?
Yeah.
I agree. Markdown is a hard format.
So the one thing I think is that could be very interesting as you develop this is. Thank you. So the one thing that I think would be interesting as you develop this is you're doing some editing on the left side. You're asking Claude to do other things as well. But like getting your edits to be understood by Claude as these are things that are important. Then like you have like that amazing file wheel where the Claude becomes aware of like the changes that you make and becomes like aware of the kind of things that you like, including that sex code.
I agree. Thanks for leaking my roadmap. No, I'm kidding. Yes, it's expected. If listen, at the end of the day, if we go again, FlashType is a demo application for Leaks. Leaks' big difference to Git is that it semantically understands changes that we're doing. So if we do changes to this Markdown, it actually knows that I changed this paragraph, not just this block of text. And there's a big idea that if my agent queries the changes and understands why I'm going to work on, it will come up with better recommendations in the future and better edits.
You don't have anything to use latex?
No, I'm not wearing latex right now. Only leather shoes.
Latex.
Yeah, no. Oh, latex? Oh, you can. If you want latex and download FlashType, I'll make sure you can open latex tomorrow as well. All right.
Not latex, latex.
Okay, any other questions?
One more. Have you measured, like, if I open the file 2 gigabytes, Markdown, what will happen?
Yeah, so the question is, what happens if you open a file that's 2 gigabytes large, which is very similar to the question over there. What happens if I have game assets that are 10 gigabytes large? I'll tell you the answer. You will open FlashType, you will drop in a 2 gigabyte large file, and even if you have the fastest MacBook Pro, your laptop is going to melt for a while. So point being, we're going to support this, not today. Not today. Tomorrow, not. I need more tokens for that.
So Saturday?
Pardon? Saturday? I don't want to work tomorrow. Okay.
Token burn.
Okay. No other questions?
I just want to ask, you're aware in Claude Code, if you put like forward / resume, it shows you, like you can reverse back to the previous command you had.
Yeah, we mean here, resume.
Yes.
Yeah, and this is just rendering the native Claude Code terminal right now.
And yeah, it's interesting that you want to get rid of that terminal. I think it makes it easy for a lot of users to completely get rid of the terminal.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, if there are no other questions, then all of you have homework. Go on flashtype.com and download it and slide into my DMs and give me feedback because we haven't even announced this to the public. So you're gonna be one of the very first users.
Ooh.